Hey guys, welcome back to Living in the Mom Lane and welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. This week's What's for Dinner is in collaboration with one of my good friends, Jen from In with Jen. Jen is another Floridian, and I'm not sure if she's actually originally from Florida or not. I'll have to ask her. And she's into health and fitness, and she looks absolutely amazing. Such a very motivational person. If you are not following Jen, then definitely check out her channel. I will have her channel link and her video link down in the description below. You will love her. You will absolutely love her. She does a lot of keto meals. Definitely check her channel out and see what her What's for Dinner is all about. Like I said, all of her info will be down in the description. If you are new and coming over from Jen's channel, hello and welcome. I hope that you enjoy what you see and you decide to stick around and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started on this week's What's for Dinner.
Our first meal is double-decker chicken tacos. You will need 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 can of black beans, 1 can of Southwest corn, cheddar cheese, a packet of taco seasoning mix, a packet of ranch dressing mix, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and 4 chicken breasts. I want to thank Kitchen Mama for sending me this electric can opener. I don't think I've ever had an electric can opener in all of my adult years. This is so easy to use. You just put it on top of your can, push the button, let it do its thing, and then push the button again to release it, and then you can take off your lid. It leaves a smooth finish on the lid. This can opener comes in different colors. There's a purple and a teal color, and then you have the red color as well. I will leave the link down in the description as well as a code for 10% off, which is Mandy W10. So here I'm gonna let you hear what it actually sounds like. This would be a great gift for someone that suffers from joint pain and can't use their hand to open up a can with a regular twist can opener. So like I said, I'll have that link down in the description. So what I'm gonna do is just pour everything into my Instant Pot. If you don't have an Instant Pot, you can actually make this in your crock pot. I just actually forgot to put it all in my crock pot in the morning before I left for work. I don't have an actual measurement for the cheddar cheese. Just put as much as you like in there. I don't think you can ever go wrong with cheese. You can never have too much. So my chicken was still frozen, so I put the Instant Pot on 25 minutes. Once it was all done, I shredded the chicken in the Instant Pot using my electric hand mixer. Next, I'm going to spread some of my con queso cheese dip over a flour tortilla. This is a low-carb tortilla. And then I'm going to place a fried corn tortilla on top of that. And yes, my flour tortilla is a bit big, but that's okay. Then I place a spoonful of the chicken mixture on top, fold it up, and you have your double-decker taco. It's not the most appealing, but it is very, very tasty. Our next meal is a summertime favorite of ours, which is Kabobs. So I'm using my Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, baby red potatoes, green pepper, and an onion. The eggplant was supposed to be used for a different recipe, but I didn't get around to making that, so I'm just gonna slice that up and grill it. I'm also going to use some salt and rosemary to put on top of the Kabobs. So I first start out with just cutting up my vegetables, and I leave them pretty big pieces to go onto the skewers. I will say this is the first time I have used potatoes on my Kabobs. The next time I make Kabobs and use potatoes, I would definitely boil the potatoes for a few minutes before putting them on the skewers. They didn't get completely done and they were a little bit crunchy in the middle, but my sausage and the vegetables were starting to get a little bit charred, so I had to go ahead and take them off. So if you decide to make this and you use potatoes, go ahead and boil them, or you could put them in the microwave for a few minutes before putting them on your skewer. You could use other vegetables if you would like. You could use red bell pepper. You could use summer squash, like a yellow squash, or zucchini. I think that would be really good on a skewer. I just didn't have those on hand. I'm just using up what I already had. And also, if you like spicy food, you could use the spicy Cajun sausage as well. I just didn't have that on hand either. I just had the regular smoked sausage. If you wanted to make this keto or just lower carb, then you could definitely omit the potatoes. Like I said earlier, this is my first time ever using potatoes on a kebab, but they were really good, even though they were still a little crunchy. I now go ahead and start adding on my meat and veggies onto the skewers. And I love using these skewers. These were actually made by my husband. This was something he made for, I believe it was the Disney Cruise Line, that they had an order to make these. They are really cool. So now I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some salt and the rosemary over top of the kebabs, and then I'll put everything on the grill. Our next meal was super easy, very quick. I boiled some cheese tortellini, poured on some marinara sauce. I also made a side salad because I had the romaine lettuce already chopped up and some veggies chopped. Put everything together. I did some garlic toast in the air fryer, and dinner was done. It was so quick and easy. Definitely a meal that I will make again. Another summertime favorite meal of ours is barbecue chicken on the grill. I have the chicken there in a brine, which is water and kosher salt. Brining your chicken really helps it stay tender and really juicy. It is so good. For the barbecue sauce, we use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And for the pasta salad, I had some cheese tortellini from the previous meal left over, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that as our pasta in pasta salad. So here I'm just kind of pulling it apart because it stuck together. I put a little bit of the Olive Garden salad dressing on it just to kind of moisten it, make it a little bit slick so I can pull it apart better and mix it up a little easier. I then add in our veggies, which this time I'm using cucumbers, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and onion. Mixed it all up, and whenever I served it, if that person decided to add a little more salad dressing to their bowl, they could. This was so good. Using the cheese tortellini gave it an extra kick, an extra flavor. It was absolutely delicious. I told my husband, I said, I think I'm going to start making our pasta salad all the time using cheese tortellini instead of regular pasta, but it was absolutely delicious. Our last meal is ham and cheese sliders. I use the King's Hawaiian rolls for this, and some melted butter, Swiss cheese, and of course ham. You could use whatever kind of meat you want. I first start out with cutting the bread down the center so I get a top and bottom, kind of like a hamburger bun. And don't do what I did. I don't know why I went ahead and put it on the pan, but the pan was scooting all over the place, which made it a little more difficult to cut the bread. But once I had it all cut, I then just put on my ham and my Swiss cheese. If you have sliced Swiss cheese, it would be a little bit easier. I didn't have any sliced cheese. I knew that I had this big block of cheese and I needed to use it up before it started going bad. So I just cut it in slices, which worked absolutely just fine. Once you have all your toppings on, you're then going to put the top layer of your bread back on, and then I like to brush it with the melted butter, and then I'll put this in a 350-degree oven and just let it bake until the tops of the bread is nice and golden brown and your cheese is melted. The girls wanted mayonnaise on theirs, so after they baked, I just pulled the top off and put a little bit of mayonnaise on it. They absolutely loved this. Amelia had 2 of them. Isabella had, goodness, 3 or 4, I don't know. But I served it up with vegetable tray and some ranch dressing, and it was absolutely delicious. Another quick, easy meal for those busy evenings. Don't forget, this was in collab with Jen from In With Jen, so check out her channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.